This is my mammal, and I'm going to be locating the bony landmarks and the muscles. Okay, just sit up just a little bit. Put your arm behind your back if you can.
I can this one,
Yeah,
but
there you go.
wait a minute, I can pull this other one over.
Okay, now this is the inferior border, or the inferior angle. It connects the vertebral border and the axillary border. Up here would be the superior angle. Then right here is the vertebral border. Then over here would be the axillary border. Then the acromion would be like right in here. It connects the to the clavicle, and greater tubercle, and then the lesser tubercle, which is on the anterior surface, and it's a smaller projection. Now, the deltoid tuberosity is right, a little dent right in your arm, or in the humerus. Now moving on to the muscles. Here, bend your head back a little bit. The upper trapezius it starts at the occipital protuberance, and it runs down to the outer third of the clavicle. This is the upper traps, and the prime mover would be scapular elevation and upward rotation, and then here, bend back a little bit. The lower traps would be like right in here. It's toward like the middle and lower thoracic vertebra, and that's the origin. The insertion would be the base of the scapula up in here, or the base of the spine of the scapula, and its prime mover is like scapular depression and upward rotation. Then the rhomboids are like they're right in here. They're kind of like diagonal. The origin would be the spinous processes C7 through T5, and the insertion would be the vertebral border of the spine, and it mostly does scapular retraction. And then the serratus anterior here, it's like finger-like projections on the lateral part of the first 8 ribs. That's the origin. And the insertion would be the anterior surface of the vertebral border, and the prime mover would be protraction. and then then we move, those were the muscles of the shoulder girdle. Then we move to the actual shoulder part. Okay. The anterior deltoid, here, raise your arm up a little bit. This would be the anterior deltoid, and its origin would be the lateral third of the clavicle, and its origin would be the lateral third of the clavicle, and it inserts on the deltoid tuberosity. The middle deltoid would be like right in here. Its origin would be the acromion process, and it inserts on the deltoid tuberosity. Then here, scoot your arm a little bit. The posterior deltoid, its origin would be like, it would be the spine of the scapula, and it also inserts on the deltoid tuberosity. The anterior deltoid, it does flexion and horizontal adduction when your shoulder is abducted at 90 degrees. And the middle deltoid, it does shoulder abduction. And then the posterior deltoid, it does the extension. And then now we're moving on to the rotator cuff muscles, which